With this really quick DJ trick, you'll be adding creativity and energy to any of your build-ups using pitch play or keyboard mode on your DJ controller. Let's see how it's done. Most controllers and DJ equipment nowadays have access to pitch play or keyboard mode, especially if you're using Serato or Rekordbox. This mode is often overlooked, especially a lot of beginners might be scared by this mode because there is a lot that can be done with it, but you can also make it sound terrible very quickly as well. So in this trick, the first step is to think about song selection and where we're going to set up hot cues to then pitch play with those hot cues. The two songs I'm using in this tutorial, you can get from the BPM Supreme Record Pool. We have a discount code available, so if you want to sign up and download these exact songs, you can do. Now, the first thing with pitch play mode is we need to set up the hot cues on a piece of isolated vocal or an isolated instrument sound, because when we're pitching that sound up and down, it needs to sound pretty clean. So acapellas work really great. BPM Supreme's got a lot of acapella intros, which this trick works great for. On the left hand side, I've got this track here with this Maya vocal. It's an old R&B acapella vocal at the start. Now, I've just got hot cues set throughout this vocal for hot cue play, but for this pitch play purpose, I'm going to use the first hot cue here. You could select any of these. G's on your phone. G's all alone. And all of those would sound good pitch played up and down. So song selection is the key thing, finding something with isolated tones and sounds. You wouldn't want to set up a pitch play trick on something like this. It would sound too muddy when you pitch it up and down. We also need to have something that we can perform this trick over, so anything instrumental will work great. For this purpose, we're doing it over the build-up to add some more energy to the build-up. So I've got a song on the right-hand side here with this nice repetitive build-up. When it drops in, we're going to let the acapella play over the top. On your DJ controller, you may have access to keyboard mode or pitch play mode. Here on the DDJ 1000 SRT, we can access pitch play by holding shift and pressing sampler. Now we're in pitch play mode. You can change which hot cue is pitched up and down by holding shift again and choosing any of the hot cues you have saved already. We're going to use hot cue number 1 and then let go. Now we can pitch that hot cue up and down like this. In Serato, these top 4 pads go up 4 semitones, 3 semitones, 1 semitone, 2 semitone, 3 semitones. We can go down 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones. And you also have parameter buttons. Now your controller, the parameter buttons may be located under a shift function or here on the controller itself, where we can reveal higher values and lower values. And we can go up and down the different values. Now I'm going to leave it on the basic default setting. We're only going to use 3 pads for this technique. We now need to work out which pads to use. You may use different pads for different tracks you've got loaded depending on the key that that song is in. Now you'll notice this song that I'm using is in 1A, which is A flat minor. If you're using Camelot notation, anything with an A followed by it is a minor key. Anything with a B followed by it is a major key. So in the minor scale, we follow a certain rule. The rule is we can jump up by a tone, which is 2 steps, and then a semitone. And then if we were to carry on going up, we would jump up by a tone, and then keep going that way. Because we're only using the top row of pads, we're going to jump a tone and a semitone. Now this is the start of a minor scale. If you had a track that was, say, 1B or 10B and it had a B followed by it, the structure is slightly different. It will go tone, tone, so you'd miss out this one and go to the next one. Here, tone, tone, semitone. So for this example, we're in the minor scale, we're going to use these 3 pads. You can work out what sounds good when you start playing around with your pitch play mode. Now we're going to use this pad that we've got set and the pitch play mode to create a pattern. Now this comes down to practice and creating muscle memory. The best way to do this is to find a nice repetitive beat, set up a loop on it, And then what we could do is just practice jamming along with this beat. So we press play and we could start doing it along to the beat. And you want to think in fours, so we're counting along in fours, and by the end of this loop we go back to the number 1. So we'd count 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1. And you'll notice when I go back to the start of the loop, I'm always going back to that first hot cue. So the pattern always starts with our original root note and our original hot cue. It might start to sound a bit boring, just hitting it to the beat, so then you might want to start adding some variation where we create some off beats, something like this. And you'll notice it starts to sound a bit more interesting. This comes down to a lot of practice and playing along with the vibe of the music and the rhythm of the music. Try and get comfortable performing this with just one hand, because then you'll have your other hand free to apply optional effects later on in the steps. Once you feel confident playing along to the rhythm of the music, we might as well spice this up a little bit and add some effects to clean up the whole technique. So what I've got set up is a reverb, just put it on channel 1. I've got about 50% reverb, I don't want it too loud. And I'm also going to use the filter with my other hand. So we're going to have to get confident at moving the filter while playing the pattern. So this is where it can get a bit more complicated. If you're at the stage before, that's fine. Stay there and keep working on that, and then add the effects in when you feel comfortable. Remember to practice this with both hands so you're confident both ways around. Let's see what that sounds like over the same loop. Start with the filter down, reverb on. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm going to let the vocal play and turn the reverb off at the same time. And now they're both mixing together. Now all we need to do is combine everything together over the build-up of the opposite track. Just remember, when the track drops in, we want to turn the reverb off and let the track continue playing from that first hot cue. We've got the a cappella intro, and then I'm just going to do a basic mix out on the opposite side to let the track play. Let's have a listen to how it sounds all together. Here's the build-up. Let's start with the filter down. You can have the track playing if the filter's already down, and then let's go. Let the track play and drop in. And now after this phrase, I'm going to mix the opposite side out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And let this track build up and drop in to this really nice drop. So there you can see, just with a bit of practice, you can get really creative with your DJ equipment and with the songs that you're mixing, creating energy and atmosphere in the build-ups and the drops. These tracks, like I said, are available from the BPM Supreme record pool, which you can sign up to without a discount. And also, if you want to see another free tutorial from inside one of our DJ courses, then please just click the link where you can sign up and see inside and learn some more tricks from one of our DJ courses. Thanks so much for watching. Please comment below and let me know if you found this useful or learnt something new in this video. Remember to like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more videos coming like this very soon. Thanks again, and I'll see you later.